These are the new SmallHD Cine 18 and OLED 27 production monitors.
This is a CineD Gear News video, supported by B&H and CVP.
Hi guys, my name is Nino from CineD here at NAB 2022 at the Creative Solutions Suite. We have a suite now, you have a suite now, that's very fancy.
Yes, indeed, very fancy. It's actually much fancier and much harder to find, but it is actually cheaper than a booth, so it's kind of a win-win.
And we have a table to sit at, which is
I
good.
like the table,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's nice. It's
And the
comfy.
lighting is actually way better than the show floor, which is overwhelmingly
Well, it's dark.
great.
It's
Yeah.
dark. That's why we have to put up a light. But it's very. I hope you don't fall asleep because it's dark. So
I've been taking a couple naps a day. It's not too bad, yeah.
that's good, like on set, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But we're not here to talk about sleeping. We're here to talk about your production monitor lineup.
Yeah.
You just introduced two new ones: the
Cine 18.
Cine 18 and
OLED
OLED 22.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Okay. So, because you can tell I'm a little bit overwhelmed with all the different sizes that you have now. That's why I'm asking you, please give me a rundown because, you know, there's a lot of different production monitors from SmallHD now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's easier if you announce everything at once, then people can wrap their head around it. But because we've kind of been like, oh, here's this, and here's this, and here's this, and here's this over the last 2 years, it's like, whoa, what the heck is going on? So we have 3 series. We have a Cine series, an OLED series, and a Vision series. Our goal was to kind of create a large production monitor for every role on set, so that wherever you go, you can have a SmallHD, you can have our SmallHD operating system and that consistency. And so just a quick rundown is Cine means it's high bright, outdoor viewable. The focus is on just being able to see it outdoors, right? If it's OLED, then it's going to be beautiful color rendition, 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio, and just, you know, OLED.
Deep
OLED
blacks.
magic. Yeah, the OLED magic, infinite black point, all that. And then Vision is actual HDR on set. So tons of HDR solutions in post, but no one has a really great HDR on set monitor, and with Vision, we have that now as well. And then as far as the naming goes, the number after it is just a screen size. So if you have a new Cine 18, that means you have an ultra bright outdoor monitor that's 18 inches. If you have an OLED 27, you've got an infinite contrast ratio 27-inch monitor.
So let's talk about a Cine 18. When you say outdoor brightness, how bright is it in nits?
Yeah, so that one's 1100 nits, but the cool thing is, basically, we ran out of our 1703 P3X monitor probably about a year ago, and that was becoming the de facto standard on set. The problem is the panel manufacturer decided not to make panels anymore, so we ran out, and people have been clamoring for a new monitor in that size, 17 to 18 inches. Again, it's 18 inches because we couldn't get the 17-inch panel, but it took us a little longer than expected because we wanted to find color that matched the P3X. P3X was like renowned for amazing color for an LCD panel, and we finally found it. And so now we have a really high quality, high color monitor that's 18 inches, but it's also got that super bright 1100 nit screen, which on a big display like that is super easy to see outdoors.
Okay, very cool. And what about the 22 OLED?
The 22 OLED and the 27 OLED, that's basically the lineup. The 22 OLED is the one we've been shipping for a little over a year, and that one has been getting rave reviews. The only thing people say sometimes is not quite bright enough because in the HDR or HDR previewing world, people want to be closer to 600 nits with an OLED, and it's only 300 nits. People love it. It's a great size. It fits good on the DIT cart, but they were asking for something larger. So we did a 27-inch. It's 550 nits, really close to that perfect HDR preview monitor. And, you know, again, it's all got, any of these monitors have the same functions, same features, but they're just different sizes and different panel technology depending on what suits your needs. So you might have a DIT who's never going to use HDR on set, DIT, and he's going to just want an OLED. But if you've got someone who's only working in HDR production or plans on going that way, they're going to want a Vision. So you just got to kind of figure out what your workflow looks like, and then you can decide which monitor works for you.
Okay, makes sense. So there's a whole lot of choices now.
Yep.
But you also introduced, I mean, one of the big things about SmallHD monitors that I always liked is the operating system. It's very intuitive. You know, like you know where to find stuff. You don't have to dig deep into menus to change things, which is nice. But you just updated the PageOS, right?
Yeah, so basically we've announced or previewed OS 5. So we've had OS 4 for about a year and a half, and even with OS 4 we've done incremental improvements over the last year and a half, but OS 5 is like a named release because we have so many new features in there. And we're delivering a lot of promises we've taken too long to deliver, quite honestly. So the biggest one in there, the one that's going to get people most excited, is multi-view for the 4K production monitors. We had planned on having that function. So basically that's like a quad split or SDI split where you can see multiple camera feeds at once. We had planned on having that at launch, August 2020. but just based on all the stuff that had been going on, it got delayed. And so now in the OS 5, you're finally going to be able to do four images at once. And that means if you have a Cine 24 or an OLED 22 that you bought a year ago, you're going to get that update. It's going to be free. It's going to add that functionality to your monitor. You may or may not have even known it was coming, but now it's coming and your monitor is going to just literally get better for free, which is always fun to do. We've got several other features on there as well. For your Smart 7 customers who are using the camera control, we've completely redone camera control to more match the Red Raptor style that we did when we worked with Red, where it's all around the edges, but you can still access SmallHD tools. The big downfall of our camera control, if you were to look at like any review, people say they love it, but I want to be able to use my SmallHD tool and control my camera simultaneously. The old version, OS 4, not possible. OS 5, you can do both simultaneously. So that's really exciting. And then there's EL zones, which we worked with famous cinematographer Ed Lockman. And this is basically a false color that instead of relying on IRE levels, relies on stops. So you've got your 18% gray card, and then you've got different colors for different stops above or below 18% gray. This is how shooters think, right? When you're on set, that's how you're thinking. You're thinking in stops. You're not thinking in IRE. Only the DIT thinks in IRE, right? Like, most people are not thinking in IRE. Even the DIT doesn't that often. But yeah, your engineers think in IRE. So it doesn't make sense. Ed came up with this really cool concept, and we've been working with him for the last 6 months to get it into the monitors. Again, free update for your monitor when this comes out, and you're going to just get EL zones. And it's just going to make it way easier.
That's for all the monitors, also the small camera monitors?
Yeah, anything that has OS 4. So that not DP6, AC7, DP1, DP7. Those are the much older products, but anything, I think it's like 2016 and on, is going to get EL zones for free.
So even the focus line?
Yeah, it'll get EL zones. Yeah, it's really cool. 502, 501, all that stuff.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, cool. I think that's pretty much it, right? In terms of features, I mean...
so one more thing I will mention, and it doesn't apply to everyone watching this, but if you have a Cine 13, this upgrade will also increase your upscaling on 1080p. A lot of people use Cine 13 to pull focus, and it's a little soft on 1080p right now. OS 5 is going to bring it up to match 1303 HDR levels, so definitely make sure you do upgrade when we launch this.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, the camera control is available for which cameras? I know it's for all the Reds, Sony Venice. Yep. What else?
This is your quiz. You got to get it. What's the last one? No, it's Arri.
Oh, they are, obviously. Yeah.
Arri, Venice, and Red. Those are the camera control options we offer. They are sold separately, though.
And they are sold separately for each camera, or?
Yeah. We've had promotions and stuff where people have gotten them for free or gotten them bundled. We may do that again in the future at some point. But the big thing is if you have that camera control already, you're just going to get this upgrade for free and improve it immensely.
Let's talk about pricing availability for the two new monitors.
Yeah, so the Cine 18 is $59.99. So right at $6,000 US, and then the OLED 27 is $12,000 or $11,99999 US.
Okay, and are you able to ship? Because that's an important question in 2022. Are you able to actually get it to people who want it?
Yes, the OLED 27 is going to ship in June, and then the Cine 18 is already shipping. We have about a 3-week backlog. By the time you see this video, it's probably just on the site and ready to go.
Okay. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, thank you. Nice talking to you again.
Yeah, nice talking to you. Nice to not see you pixelated on screen or something.
No zoom this time.
No zoom this time. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned to CineD for a lot more from NAB 2022, from the show floor or from suites, wherever we get shown new products. And please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.